What's up, Capoeira Nation? Welcome back to the Capoeira Experience Podcast. This is your host, Instructor Caxixi from Capoeira Indianapolis, bringing to you some Capoeira information. This podcast is where you are going to learn a lot of Capoeira tips, any kind of information, how to keep your motivation, and many more information for you, to you. From you to you. So make sure to follow our social medias. Remember, we're everywhere. We're on not 100% everywhere, but follow us on Instagram. Our Instagram handle is at podcast capoeira. Again, at podcast capoeira. On Facebook, you can find us as a Capoeira podcast. There you are going to find a bunch of information. You can find everything. Remember, find us also on YouTube, the Capoeira Experience Podcast. And now playing all the interviews and everything that we do here in the podcast. Pretty much all the interviews, you can find it there. And every Sunday I'm gonna be posting new videos for you to watch the interviews. So I'm behind because I was waiting for to have some material there to post. But there you are going to see all the interviews. You can see the faces of the people I have interviewed, and you can see how much fun we have in the podcast. And just please make sure you subscribe, give me a like, comment, because that's the way for you to support this work for our Capoeira community. This is from my heart to our Capoeira community. And on today's episode, I would like to teach you some tips and tricks to learn Berimbau. Remember, Berimbau is one of them, one of the most important instruments in Capoeira. So it's pretty cool if you learn. If you apply these tricks to your daily routine, you can learn to play Berimbau in a very fast time. You won't need the Berimbau every single time to practice. Obviously, you need a Berimbau. Obviously, you have to practice with a Berimbau. But to practice this, what I'm gonna show you today, or what I'm gonna teach you today, you won't need a Berimbau every single time to practice. But I still recommend you again to have your own Berimbau. So talk to your instructor, professor, or master of your academy. If they have Berimbaus in the academy that they can sell you, they can sell to you, and that way you can support your school, and you can help your instructors and your master and your professors, or you just can support your school, And just listen. Berimbau is a basic skill if you want to learn, or if you want to get into high ranks. I strongly believe, if you want to teach, or not necessarily just teach, if you wanna grow into the Capoeira community, is really important for you to learn Berimbau. I think it's very basic. Plus, also by learning how to play Berimbau, you can help to play in the Roda demonstrations, or anytime Berimbau is needed, which is pretty much everywhere, right? Or anytime in Capoeira. Is very important to learn this instrument. And like I say, by learning Berimbau, you can also you are going to help a lot your instructor, your professor, or your master. For example, when you learn Berimbau, you can play it, you also are allowing your teacher or your instructor um, to play in the Hoda, and that helps a lot, and that will make us happy because we get to play with you, and so put some hands on it and learn Berimbau and show off your skills because this instrument is beautiful to play. So go after it and let's do it. So this is going to be super easy, right? And so this is the way I learned Berimbau 18 years ago after I practiced this way. A few months after, I would say probably like 5 months, 6 months probably. I didn't have my own Berimbau by then. I didn't have my own instrument at the moment, but I was able to play Berimbau in the Hoda after I practiced the way I'm gonna teach you or I'm gonna show you today. Okay. I wasn't able to sing in the Hoda, but I was at the moment, but I was able to play in the Hoda. Okay. And singing and playing instruments comes with a lot of practice. So I really encourage you to do so. After you learn Berimbau, so this is how I usually teach Berimbau. This is how I usually teach to anyone that never played Berimbau. I've seen it with my own eyes. It worked with me. The instructor that showed me at the moment helped me and taught me this way, and I've been passing this technique or tricks or tips how to teach Berimbau, how to play, and it really works. Works for a lot of people. They learn pretty quick if they practice this way. So after this, it will be up to you to put this in practice, and remember to be accountable for this and to play some Berimbau. So before we jump to the basic stuff, we gotta learn first the part of the Berimbau. Okay, the Berimbau consists on 6 parts. The name on Portuguese, obviously. Of these 6 parts are the verga, which is the body of the Berimbau, the wood part, the stick, right? The arame, which is the wire, the cabaza, which is the gourd, and the baqueta, which is the stick, the one that you use to play the Berimbau. The dobrado or pedra, we have 2 kinds that we can use to make the sounds. It can be the dobrado, which is the big metal coin. It's a big metal coin that you can use to play Berimbau. You can ask your instructor to show you, or you can just Google it and do homework and Google it if you don't know. And pedra, which is just a simple rock, but I don't know about if you already teach Berimbau, if you already have a class going on, and you have you already passed this kind of information and you already teach. Hopefully you can get some tips out of this, how to teach. I personally like to use for the rock, for the pedra, I like to use river rock. The river rock, let me find mine. So the river rock is easy. It's kind of like marmolish looking rock. So it's soft. Is not really hard. The texture is super soft. Looks like made out of clay. Okay, obviously it's not clay. It's a hard rock. But the texture is super soft. This is the kind of rock I like. It's about this size, and this rock I'm showing you right now. It's just white flat rock, as round as I can. This one's pretty square, but if you can find as round as you can, that makes it easy. And obviously is the shaker, which is the Caxixi, obviously. Me. The shaker, the shaker, which is makes a different kind of sound, and you can play with that once you start learning berimbau. And that being said, there are a few basic berimbau rhythms that you can learn, and they can help you to get set up to learn the rest. With the rhythm, is different the sound to the rhythm. Okay, so I'm going first with the rhythm, then we are gonna break it down on the sounds. So the rhythms are super basic. I think all of us have heard a lot of them. So we have the first one, which is Angola. We have São Bento Pequeno. We have São Bento Grande de Bimba. We have São Bento Grande de Angola. And we have one a little more complex. I'm not gonna show that today. I'm gonna let that for another episode. It's called Iuna. It's a little more complex. It's super easy once you understand it. And all these rhythms, all these everything that we're gonna see here, all these rhythms are composed by only 3 kind of sounds. Okay, only 3 sounds. Remember I said rhythms and sounds are going to be different. So every sound is going to be obviously different. These 3 sounds are gonna be the one that make each of those rhythms, for example. But all of them follow different pattern. Okay, so for example, those 3 sounds are going to be the chiado, which is the chiado is the ch, okay, which is the rock very soft pressed against the wire, so it's going to sound ch, okay. The don is the rock. You're gonna just the rock won't touch the wire. You just release. Is going to be don. And we have the din, which is completely opposite. Is against the wire. You press the hard. Is going to sound din. Okay. So the trick for this, which is the best part, so warning for this, you cannot be shy to start practicing this. Okay. So now that you have recognized these 3 sounds, which is the chiado, ch, the don, and the ding is ding. Okay. You are going to practice these 3 sounds with your mouth. Make sure you practice. So listen, you're going to repeat. You're gonna repeat after me, okay? So it's going to be, and you repeat the name, okay? So it's chiado. You got it? Perfect. Okay. Don is going to be don. Easy, right? Perfect. Now the din is going to be din. You got it? Nice. Okay. Once again, so it's going to be chiado. Just copy me, okay? Chiado. Nice. Now the don. Don. Nice. Now the din. Din. That's it, okay? Practice this. Keep these 3 sounds, chiado, don, and ding. Keep them in mind, because these are going to be super important for you to recognize these 3, because with these 3 you can do almost all the sounds, all the berimbau rhythms in capoeira. Almost all of them. Is couple more, a little more complex, but you can do almost all of them. Okay, so we're going to jump for you to listen with the berimbau, so you can recognize that. Okay, that you are going to practice without the berimbau. Remember, what is the name? Chiado. Then you are gonna do don 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 don. What is the name of that? Don. Okay, or some people call it open. I like to call it don. Simple. Now din 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 din. What is the name of that? Din. Okay. So pay attention to this. Then you are going to practice this without the berimbau. Din 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 din. Don 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 don. Okay, that's it. Now you put that on the berimbau, which is going to sound like this. Okay. Super easy, super simple. It's going to sound super basic. Let me fix this really quick. So it's going to sound like this. It's going to be chiado. Remember I said just practice this. Chiado. Okay. Now don, which is no pedra, okay, is the pedra or dobrado, however you're gonna call it, is not going to make contact with the wire. Don 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 don. Now this is very important. The don gotta be under the rock. Closer to the string that holds the cabeza, the better, because the sound is going to be better, okay? Now, the ding, remember, you are going to press the rock against the wire. This is important too because you gotta press pretty hard. Then you gotta hit the wire over the rock or above the rock, okay? So it's ding 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 ding. So we have those three. Okay, we have don 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 don. Then we have the ding 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 ding. Okay, make sure you practice those three with without the berimbau, so just with your mouth, and practice that with the berimbau, with the berimbau, making those three sounds. Don 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 don, ding 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 ding. Make sure you practice that. Then everything is going to be way easier for you to practice this. Okay, so now we are going to jump into the first rhythm, which is super easy. I'm gonna break it down for you. It's the Angola. Okay, the Angola is super easy. It's going to be a warning. Remember, you gotta do this with your mouth. You cannot be shy. Okay, so you're gonna practice. Remember, practice this with me. Okay, so it's going to be 2 chiados, 1 don, 1 ding. 2 chiados, 1 don, 1 ding. So it's don ding. Okay, again, repeat with me. Okay, repeat this with me. Don ding. If you are in your car, if you are in the shower, if you are driving, cooking, before go to bed or whatever, listen this. Don ding. Don ding. Remember at the beginning said this follows a pattern, so just the don ding, that's one rhythm. Okay, but this starts over and repeats over and over and over and over, endless time. Okay, so it's don ding, don ding, don ding. You can practice this in the car, you can practice this in the shower, before go to bed, anywhere. You're not going to need the berimbau to practice this with your mouth. So the trick for this is to train your brain to memorize the rhythms, okay, the sounds. The sounds. Once you recognize the sounds, you apply the rhythms, which is going to be Angola, the first one, two chiados, one don, one din. Ch ch don ding, ch ch don ding, ch ch don ding. Okay. Now, we apply that to the berimbau. For this, I also recommend talk to your instructor. Memorize this, write it down if you want, if you can. Remember, have the post in the blog. I will post this exact same stuff on the blog, so you can see it. You can write it down if you want. And remember, capoeirapodcast.com. I'll verify that in a minute because just making sure. Okay, so it's going to be ch ch don ding, ch ch don ding. If you want to warm up first to remember a thing, remember, do 10 times chiados, do 10 times don, and do 10 times the ding. So don 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 don, din 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 din. Again. Okay, so it's Angola. Repeat with me. Ch ch don ding, ch ch don ding. Okay, now you notice that I'm not using the Caxixi because I don't want you to get confused. The chiado, I want you to recognize first the chiado, because once you apply the Caxixi, the chiado gets a little confused. Not really, but gets a little mixed up with the Caxixi. So remember, practice that. Don't be shy to practice that at home or to do it during the class. Now another trick or another tip for this: whenever you listen to capoeira music, whenever you are anywhere, right, in any platform for music, if you have CDs at home, or even where you are in class in the roda, pay attention and repeat it. Try to just repeat it. If someone is playing with the berimbau, it's just in the roda, they're playing Angola, don ding. Try to remember don ding, and go with them, even like in silence in your head, or just mumble the sounds. Okay, so don ding, don ding, don ding. That's going to help you to remember. And I promise, if you repeat this over and over and over and over, you're going to memorize this so fast. Then it's going to be extremely easy when you apply that in the berimbau. Okay. So for the second rhythm, if these rhythms are too much, just don't worry. Pause this, memorize it. Remember, this is going to be online. You can listen to it anytime. Okay. So it's going to be São Bento Pequeno. Okay. This is the opposite of Angola. Okay. This is the way. This backwards. Okay. So it's going to be two chiados, one din, one don. Okay. Again, two chiados, one din, one don. So it's going to sound like this. Ch ding dong. Okay. Two chiados, one din, one don. Repeat with me. Ch ding dong. Ch ding dong. ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Now, because you are repeating this, the shadow, the ding and the don, too many times, so many times, that you are gonna catch it up pretty quick. So when you start doing this with me, you are gonna, it's actually pretty easy. Ding dong, ding dong. You can catch up pretty quick. Now, remember, don't be shy. Practice this everywhere. Now you apply this pattern or this rhythm or these sounds to the berimbau. Okay, remember, if you need to warm up, if you need to warm up the shadow, the don and the ding, just do it again, over and over and over until you get it. Okay, so it's super easy. Remember, Sambentu pequeno, ding dong, ding dong. Ding dong. So two chiado, one ding, there, then you press right there, one don, and that's it. Okay, so it's ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Super simple. Once you get it, I promise you, you are going to learn really quick with these tips. Okay, I did it. I learned really quick. Within 1 year, I was already playing in the roda, super comfortable. I was able to follow Angola and San Bento Grande Bimba. Okay, and our couple rhythms. Even Yuna, I was able to play. Now, the next rhythm is going to be Sambento Grande de Bimba. This is going to be, I'm going to break it down in two parts, okay? So this is a little bit more complex. That's why I left this after. Because by now, you should be able to catch the rhythms or even catch the sounds, okay? So it's going to be very, very simple. So remember, I broke it down in two parts for you. So it's going to be the first part. The first part is going to sound like this. So it's don, ding, okay, don, ding, okay, don, ding. The second part is going to be don, ding, okay. So it's don, ding, don, ding, don, ding, don, ding. All together. Again, the first part. Don, ding. That's the first part. Don, ding, don, ding. What is that? The second part. First part. Repeat with me. Don, ding. Perfect. Again, don, ding. Tuchiado, one don, tuchiado, one ding. Don, ding. The second part. Repeat with me. Don, ding. Don, ding. Okay. Repeat with me. Don, ding. Two chiados, two don, one ding. So it's don, ding. Now, all together. Don, ding, don, ding, don, ding, don, ding. Again, it repeats over and over and over and over. Okay. Now that you recognize it, you should be able now to put it on the berimbau. So the first part, remember, don, din, okay? Okay, don, din, don, din. Perfect. Now the second part, don, don, ding. Remember, repeat with me. Okay, now you put all these together. Don, ding, don, don, ding. Okay, super simple. I promise it's pretty simple once you understand. So it's don, ding, don, don, ding. Once, remember, this is a rhythm, is a practice. You gotta get into a rhythm, a timing, and the final one should sound like this. Okay, super easy. I promise. All these tricks and tips is going to be to help you. This is for you to learn berimbau. Like I said at the beginning, if you already teach this, and hopefully you can get some information out of this. If not, if you have a way how to learn it, how to teach it, I'm sorry, just comment and let me know, or send me a DM on Instagram, and let's exchange information. I would like to learn and see how you share, or how you do it, how you teach it. It will be really cool that we can exchange this information. If you wanna come to a podcast and teach it and talk over all this with me, you are more than welcome. And let's get in touch. Okay, now the last one is going to be backwards. Okay, that Sambentu Grande Jibimba, Sambentu Grande Jangola is super easy. Okay, I'm gonna break it down again for you. So it's going to be super easy. So it's din don don. That's it. Din don don. Okay, din don don. Then you repeat again. Din don don. 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 Repeat with me. Come on, let's go. Din don don. Ding don don, ding don don. Two chiados, one din, two don. Okay, again. Ding don don, ding don don, ding don don. Now we put this on the berimbau. Super easy. Once you practice with your mouth first, all this, then you put it on the berimbau. So it's din don don. Okay, again, din don don. Okay, super easy. Ding don don. Now you can learn the names, the rhythms, the sounds, so you can apply these to the berimbau. Remember, practice all these in the roda. All these sounds are very, very, very easy to practice. If you start like this, if you start doing the sounds with your mouth, and honestly, any instruments in the capoeira, or I'm pretty sure, I don't know about other instruments. Honestly, the only instruments I've played have been in capoeira. But if you practice other instruments, and probably if you apply this to other instruments, I hope this helps. Outside of capoeira, I'm talking about, right? Because pandero, I learned the same way, making the sound with my mouth. Atabaque, I learned the same way, doing the sound with my mouth. All the instruments that I know how to play, all the birimbaus, all the atabaque and pandero, I have learned through making the sound with my mouth. Now, I want you to pay attention to this. Each berimbau has a rhythm, has a rule. Talk to your instructor or your professor or your master how to apply this sound in the roda, okay? Each group have different rules. Each group have different ways how to do the roda, how to organize the birimbaus, how to play the birimbaus. Is almost all of them are pretty universal, but if you play them, it's better have all the tools and everything needed that you already know. You can apply. You can be like, I know how to play berimbau, or you can be like, you know what, I know how to play berimbau, let me show you. So you can be like, let me help you with the berimbau. Or you can go to an event and play berimbau. Anywhere you can play berimbau. Especially presentations, sometimes us as instructor, we want to play, we want to demonstrate what we know in capoeira with movements. And if we have the instrument in our hands, we won't be able to do that too much. So we gotta use different strategies. But if one in the class know how to play the berimbau, keep the rhythm, keep the energy, because you gotta remember, you gotta put energy into that. You gotta put you gotta play because you really feel it, and that energy you're gonna pass it. So when you play that on the berimbau, when you play that on the berimbau, that energy is going to pass to the roda, and that energy is going to transmit to everyone out there, even to the public. Okay, so make sure you learn, you practice, listen capoeira music, and repeat the sound of the berimbau. Don din din, don din don don din. Angola, don din don din don din. Now, all the variations and all the variations that comes with practice. Okay, after, if someone requests how to do those variations, I can take the time to do this. Let me play all of them before we finished, so you can listen how they should they should sound. I apologize if I probably don't sound how they really are. Like I said at the beginning, or before, like I said before, not everyone play the same. This is not the absolutely truth, but this is how I play. This is how I like to play. Okay, but for this, I'm going to use the Caxixi because excuse me, because in the roda you gotta play with the Caxixi. You gotta play with Caxixi in the roda with me. So let me introduce you to Caxixi. So now this is going to be the full sound with the Caxixi, with everything. Okay, I'm going to start with Angola. San Bento Grande, San Bento Pequeno. San Bento Grande de Bimba. San Bento Grande de Angola. So those are the capoeira sounds for the berimbau. If I play something different, I hope we play the same. If not, you're more be yourself, like just play how you like it and play how your instructor taught you. Just make sure you practice and remember, practice your mouth, practice in the roda, practice in the class. This is going to help our capoeira community to grow even more and to grow stronger, because if all of us play berimbau and all of us play good berimbau and put energy into the berimbau, man, trust me, the rodas are gonna be awesome. So go out there, practice berimbau. Don't be shy to practice. Don't be shy to be in the roda. Don't be shy to play. Purchase those berimbau from your school, as your instructor or your professor or your contramestre or your mestre. Okay, go there, ask, don't be shy, but especially be great. Give some contribution to the capoeira community. Remember, subscribe, comment, like us, love the capoeira community, love. Peace out, because this one is out of here. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. Peace. Hey, what's up? I hope you really like this video, and I hope you enjoyed this interview, because I did, and I enjoy all these interviews. Please turn the notifications, the bell notification on, and also please subscribe. Also comment down below what do you think about this interview and every interview you have seen so far. Please comment, and also join the Capoeira podcast. I am looking for people to interview. Comment down below in the comments, who would you like to listen in the podcast? What kind of experience do you want to listen? Let me know, because I want to know your experience as well. And also please share with your friends, share with your capoeira community, and let them know that here is a podcast for everybody in the capoeira community to listen, even if they don't do capoeira, for them to understand why you do capoeira. Join me, share with your friends, comment down below, turn notification on, and subscribe. Peace.